Hi, I got my favorite hat on again. This series of videos are going to be at my house on Partridge Road and at Black Mountain. That long line of tracks is very, very small and narrow, and it was living underneath the snow until it melted. It's a bowl. The wind is really blowing today. You can see those are beech leaves that are moving in the wind. I'm on Black Mountain with my friend Beth, and we're just tracking around this favorite place to look for tracks and what animals had been here, and we stumbled upon first a fox, then a squirrel, and now, can you see how long those nails are? 2 different size feet. They've been really working up at that tree. We have a raccoon making its way through the woods. What you were looking at were raccoon tracks, like I said, and here is an illustration from Mammal Tracks and Scat Life-Size Tracking Guide, a book that I wrote. You can see that there are really, really long toes, and you can read tracks are not the same size. So those are the clues to know it's a raccoon. Here they go up the hill, probably mating. Unfortunately, I'm at my favorite place in Dummerston, and there's lots of twigs on the ground, and here's hemlock. And when I just looked down, when I was about to put my snowshoes on, I saw it is covered with Hemlock woolly Adelgid. Yes, Hemlock woolly Adelgid is a pest that can kill trees. Hope you can see this clearly. Here in the wetland I typically cross, in the last storm from 2 days ago, this hemlock tree fell down. And here is this blowdown that's been here as long as I've walked here. I don't know, more than 15 years. And it is what helps me know that I'm close to home. A friend of mine, John McLean, who I went to forestry school with, he called to order some books, and he reminded me of us going out into the woods together. And I had on red plastic snowshoes, and I tried to go backwards. Can't do that. I started laughing when I looked at this root ball. Just woke me up and made me stop thinking but laugh. This track is 2 different feet. One, the small front one, and the big back one. It's really not clear because it's so melted. I'll show you where it went to, though. It went right up into the rocks. And that's all the information I need to know that this is a porcupine walking. I'll show you a picture of a porcupine track. This is an illustration of porcupine tracks. You can see one is big, that's the back, and one is small. 4 toes for the front and 5 toes for the back. And when they're walking, they walk so that they're pigeon-toed. The other indication is that it went back and forth, back and forth. It usually finds several dens to use along in the winter. Ice hanging down from the granite rocks. It's probably 30 feet up in the air. One of my favorite ferns, besides the maidenhair fern, is the polypody. It's once cut, and you can see all the spores on the back of it. Not spores, but the spore cases. This is one of the 5 common evergreen ferns in the Northeast. So here's a little fern workshop. Both these ferns are once cut. To the right is the polypody, and the left is the Christmas fern. You can tell it's Christmas fern because it has a little ear or bump right near the center stalk. Very different than the polypody. I had a great time. I have to get back to go to my writing group. So I spent a short time here, but I sure have seen a lot.